On our wedding anniversary, Liam publicly held his ex-girlfriend, grinding against her as they danced. All eyes were on me. I suddenly felt bored and walked out. His annoyed shout followed me. Ava, what's your problem? Have some class. I had played the part of the perfect wife for 3 years. I was done. I turned and flipped him off. Stunned. Liam chased after me and grabbed my hand. It's a party. We're supposed to be having fun. Do you have to ruin it? You're the one ruining it. Why did you stop dancing? Are you just going to ignore your guests? I'm a little tired. I'm going home. You know I have insomnia. If I miss my window, I can't sleep. My composure surprised him. Seeing that I was really leaving, he immediately followed and pulled me into the car. What about the guests? I'll take you home first. After all, it's our anniversary. He smiled at me. In the past, that smile would have kept me up all night with excitement. But now, I didn't care. As I got into the car, I noticed the passenger seat was out of place, pushed too far forward, and there were rhinestones stuck to the dashboard, sparkling obnoxiously. Liam explained. She likes them. Says they cheer up whoever's sitting there. You're so considerate. The moment the words left my mouth, Liam's tone turned icy. It's just a decoration. Why do you have to be so sarcastic? Sorry. My mistake. Can we go now? My response was like punching a pillow. He was momentarily stunned, but started the car. We had just pulled away when I saw her, lifting her skirt as she ran out, standing at the door and watching us drive away. Liam saw her too. His knuckles whitened as he gripped the steering wheel. Even I couldn't stand it. Liam, just go back. She'll cry if she can't see you. At my words, Liam seemed to find an excuse. He pulled over. Wait for me. I'll be right back. He turned the car around and left me there. I didn't wait. I called a cab and went home. As expected, Liam didn't come home that night. Instead, Maya Chin posted a picture on her social media of her hand with an 4 drip. Stomachache. Good thing you were here. In the photo, a hand was resting on hers. It was Liam's. I knew his hands better than my own. Liam's best friends all commented. Could you two be any sweeter? Stop torturing us single people. What's this? The pain just disappears when he's around. Maya, you two aren't even hiding it anymore. Only one comment stood out. Tell Liam to come home when he has a moment. I need to talk to him about a divorce. I refreshed the page, and the post was gone. I couldn't help but scoff. Is that all you've got? Maya was getting impatient. She didn't understand. I didn't even want Liam anymore. Did she really think I would have a hysterical meltdown like she expected? I put my phone away and slept until morning. Liam didn't come home. As I was eating breakfast in the dining room, he walked in. He looked well rested. Last night must have been pleasant for him. What's this about? Ava, do you get some kind of sick pleasure out of ruining the mood? She was just scared to be alone. So she called me. I nodded. I know. So, can you sign this? I'm in a hurry. His face went through a spectrum of colors, like a painter's palette. After a long pause, he finally said, I'm not agreeing to this. You have always been, and will always be, Mrs. Miller. I found it laughable. If he had said that in the past, I would have been moved to tears. But now, forget it. Just focus on driving, I said flatly. He was a little taken aback, but kept his mouth shut. 2 minutes later, a piercing ringtone shattered the silence. The screen read, Her Highness Maya. I smirked. Liam cleared his throat and answered, then slammed on the brakes. Okay, wait for me. Maya's stomach hurts. I unbuckled my seatbelt, and he stopped mid-sentence. Ava, your Highness has a stomachache. I get it. I'll get home on my own. Without waiting to see his expression, I flagged down a black car behind us, opened the door, and got in. Liam only hesitated for a few seconds before driving off. From the driver's seat, a woman sneered. Ava, do you think I'm your chauffeur? I could be yours, too. She rolled her eyes. I told you. You're the type to run headfirst into a brick wall. You can't let go of a stud like him. I leaned back in the seat and took a deep breath. I can. I'm getting a divorce. With a screech, Olivia slammed on the brakes and stared at me, aghast. Ava, are you serious? Yeah, I'm tired. Being Mrs. Miller is hard work. I'm ready for a change. Under Olivia's gaze, I said calmly, I'll help you become the head of the Miller family. You kick Liam out. How about it? Olivia took a long time to respond. I'm taking you seriously. What do you want? 80% of Liam's assets. Olivia laughed. Fine. As long as you can pull it off. Wait for my good news. Now, take me home. I'm really tired. Olivia didn't say anything and just drove me home. On the way, I closed my eyes and really considered it. My marriage to Liam was an arranged one. When they first asked me if I was willing, I agreed without hesitation. Liam was undeniably handsome, and I have a thing for good looks. I figured everyone in this circle was more or less the same, so I might as well pick a handsome one. At first, Liam was normal, but 3 months into our marriage, he got entangled with Maya Chen. Men are just slaves to their desires, always wanting what they can't have. Did he think Maya was his true love? She was just a second-best option. They were childhood friends, but never got together. The Millers obviously knew her background, but Liam didn't care. I got home and took a bath. Surprisingly, Liam was back. I had just gotten into bed when he came in with a huge bouquet of flowers and a box. I took them and glanced at the card in the bouquet. It was signed Mr. M. I opened the box. Inside was a lily-shaped brooch. I tossed them aside and turned my back to him. Liam was not pleased. That's enough. I'm back, aren't I? Maya wasn't feeling well, and her family is all abroad. She had no one else to call. Okay, let's sleep. I'm tired. I pulled the covers over my head. Liam's anger had nowhere to go. After a long while, I felt the mattress dip beside me, an arm wrapped around my waist, and Liam pressed against me. He smelled faintly of gardenias. I suddenly felt sick and pushed his hand away. Liam turned on the light, furious. Ava, have you had enough? I admit I went a little overboard tonight, but they're all friends. What's wrong with livening things up? Can you just stop? I threw off the covers and looked at him. Liam, it's the middle of the night. Can you let me sleep? I've told you before, insomnia is no joke. Fine. I'll sleep in the guest room. I got up and went to the guest room. The sound of shattering glass came from behind me. I paid it no mind. Did Liam really think I was throwing a jealous fit? I just didn't want to deal with him. Every word felt disgusting. But Liam was on a roll. Before bed, I checked my phone. He had posted, boring and old-fashioned. When will I be free? Maya had immediately replied, you have me. Don't worry. I liked the post and commented, giving you your freedom. A moment later, I heard a door slam. Looks like I made him angry again. Whatever. I transferred 200,000 from my phone and then went to sleep. The next morning, my phone was filled with photos of Liam's late-night rendezvous with Maya. With these, I could confidently state my terms. I went to the office early. From a distance, I could hear a group of people gossiping. Last night was the boss anniversary. Look at him and Maya. They're a perfect match. Oh my God. You'd think they were the couple. Poor Ava. Stuck in a loveless marriage. Ava used her family's status to force the marriage. Now it's come back to bite her. How embarrassing. I let out a scoff, which startled them. They turned, and their faces went green when they saw me. I walked over to them. A shame, isn't it? But no matter how embarrassing it is, I'm still the wife with a net worth in the millions. You should all pray I don't get a divorce. Otherwise, if I take half of Liam's assets, he'll have to downsize. And people like you, with morals as crooked as your faces, will be the first to go. They were instantly silent. I pushed open Liam's office door. Liam, we need to talk. Liam was on the phone, cooing softly. I'll have lunch with you. Yes. Be good. He hung up, looking a bit awkward. I struck first, tapping on his desk. I don't care what your relationship with her is, but you need to tone it down in public. Otherwise, you start something, I'll finish it. Liam was getting impatient again. I threw the photos on his desk. A tabloid reporter gave these to me. I paid to have them suppressed. Reimburse me. Seeing the photos, Liam's face turned green. It's not what you think. I had a little to drink. I waved my hand. No need to explain. 20 million. Liam took a deep breath. The 20 million arrived in my account shortly after. I breathed a sigh of relief and then said, also, I want the Azure Cloud project. At this, he sat up straight. That brand has someone in charge. I can give you something else. Fine. Then give me Swiftstream Media. As a fallback, I asked for the Lukewarm Media Company. Azure Cloud was something Liam had set up for Maya. I knew I couldn't get it. To my request, Liam only hesitated for a moment before agreeing. Fine. I smiled. Don't be so quick. I have more conditions. His face darkened. Are my photos really worth that much? You're not. But the Miller family's reputation and the company's shares are worth much more. I leaned back on the sofa and looked at him. Take a picture with me. The company needs stability. We can't have a weak front at home. I held up my phone. Yesterday's news is already everywhere. Mom called today and wants you to come home for dinner. You don't want to get a lecture, do you? Liam gritted his teeth. I patted his cheek. Look natural, or they'll see through it. I used his phone to take a picture of us and posted it, then liked it. Instantly, netizens started joking about Liam's public display of affection. The rumors from the outside world were squashed. My mother-in-law even called. I put her on speaker. Ava, dear, come over for dinner. Bring Liam with you. Okay, Mom. I'm in his office right now. Well, come over together. I held the phone to Liam's mouth. He had no choice but to agree. Okay, I'll be there. After hanging up, I looked at Liam. I have to go. Don't forget about dinner. Liam clenched his fists. I smiled. He must be racking his brain, trying to figure out how to explain this to Maya. Don't worry, I'll help you. As I left the office, the gossips were holding their belongings, their eyes red. They didn't dare make a sound when they saw me. I smiled. Don't start what you can't finish. Just as I was about to leave, a strong force pushed me aside. I was about to get angry when, crash, a loud noise. A flower pot had fallen from above, landing right where I had been standing. A cold sweat broke out on my skin. I looked up. No one was there. Just then, a picture came through on my phone. I opened it, and my hand trembled so much I dropped my phone. Ava, are you being threatened? I didn't need to turn around to know it was Olivia. The picture was of a dog, covered in blood. It was my dog. I was the one who usually walked and cared for it. The number was a burner. Someone was threatening me. That wasn't an accident. I took a deep breath. It's fine. Someone's getting desperate. Olivia sighed. And the public display of affection. Patience. My dear, do you know what I got? Olivia crossed her arms. What? Don't tell me it's shares. No shares. But I got this. I slapped the contract onto her. Olivia was surprised. A media company. What's so special about a lukewarm company? I've already signed a few top influencers. Content is king. And a script for a short series is in the works. Olivia. The fast money is where it's at. What Liam does takes too long to see returns. Compared to that, our ventures are pure profit. Olivia was skeptical but agreed. Fine. I have a few film rights. The rest is up to you. I smiled and went with her to the Miller estate. On the way, I posted a short video, basically saying my mother-in-law wanted me to come home for dinner, visible only to Maya Chin. It was a trick she often used. Now I was giving it back to her. When we arrived at the estate, we saw Maya standing at the door with a gift box. The butler wouldn't let her in. Maya was getting anxious. I just want to see your mother. I don't mean anything else. Please just let me in. Olivia and I exchanged a look. Olivia sneered. Let her in. Otherwise, she'll go crying to Liam that we're bullying her. We're not taking the blame for that. The butler gave Maya a meaningful look and let her in. When Maya saw me, a flash of resentment crossed her eyes. As she walked in, she whispered, "Don't think you can win his heart just by clinging to him." What do I want his heart for? I want his money. I had nothing to say to Maya. Seeing me silent, she thought she had the upper hand, shot me a glare, and walked in. Auntie, Ava, you're here. Where's Liam? Did that boy break his promise again? My mother-in-law ignored Maya and walked straight to me. She wasn't particularly fond of me, but compared to Maya, I was the more presentable choice. I smiled. I ran into Olivia. So we came together. Liam will be here after he finishes work. Let's wait a little longer. Then I deliberately looked at Maya and exclaimed, "Ms. Chen, you're free today. I heard from Liam that you've been getting close with a male celebrity. Any good news?" Maya's face turned red. My mother-in-law stared at her. "No wonder you were so skilled at dancing with Liam. You've had a practice partner." Birds of a feather flocked together. Maya's face was flushed, tears welling in her eyes. I was a bit stunned. I had no idea my mother-in-law could be so cutting. And Maya didn't dare say a word in front of her, just clenched her fists. Suddenly, The butler's voice came from the doorway. The young master is back. Maya's eyes lit up, and she immediately shot up and ran out. My mother-in-law was furious. She looked at me. Look at you. And then look at her. That's your husband. Don't worry, Mom. He's my husband. He can't escape my grasp. My mother-in-law sighed, exasperated. Maya, on the other hand, was aggrieved. She looked at me, then at Liam. Liam's face was so dark it could drip ink. He patted her hand and pulled her inside. The moment he was in, he turned on me. Ava, you're bullying her again. Who would dare bully her? My mother-in-law spoke up. Liam, get this straight. This is a family dinner. After what happened yesterday, if it wasn't for Ava, do you think you would have gotten off so easily? My mother-in-law was disappointed. This morning, your father's phone was ringing off the hook with calls from your uncles and business partners. They thought you were having an affair and that we were getting a new daughter-in-law. You need to understand. This is not a joke. If the project fails, your father will skin you alive. And you, Ms. Chen. My mother-in-law looked at Maya with disgust. Since such a big scene was made yesterday, I think it's best you don't come over. Maya immediately humbled herself. Auntie, I just came to apologize. I was out of line yesterday. I know I was wrong. If you know you were wrong, then please leave. And don't come back unless it's necessary. My mother-in-law's words displeased Liam. Mom, Maya doesn't have many friends in the country. So she should cling to another woman's husband. Liam, go to the study. Your father is waiting for you upstairs. Ms. Chen, I won't keep you. Please leave. My mother-in-law had shown her the door. No matter how unhappy Liam was, he couldn't embarrass his mother in public. So he could only pat Maya's hand. You go home first. I'll call you later. Maya had no choice but to leave. And Liam was called upstairs. I don't know what his father said to him, but at dinner, his face was grim. Still, he dutifully served me food. Olivia smiled from the side. The rumors say you two don't get along. But you seem fine now. Liam nodded. Yeah, don't believe everything you hear. Olivia gave me a half smile. Liam put a piece of peanut pastry on my plate. I raised an eyebrow and pushed it aside. His face darkened. What's wrong? You don't like it? Olivia laughed and scooped the pastry into her own bowl. She's allergic to peanuts. Didn't you know? Liam was stunned. I'm sorry. I forgot. Have some shrimp. This is your favorite. Olivia laughed again. Liam, you should pay more attention to your wife. She doesn't like shrimp. She likes mandarin fish. Olivia served me a piece of fish. Thanks, sis. You're welcome. Liam couldn't sit still anymore. He cleared his throat. I didn't know you knew my wife better than I do. Of course. Ava and I were classmates. We graduated from the same school and were partners in the student union. Liam's face turned green. I peeled a shrimp and put it on Olivia's plate. I remember you love garlic shrimp. We exchanged a smile. Liam sat there with a sour face. After dinner, he drove me home. On the way, he asked, were you and Olivia always this close? We were okay, but now we're family. So of course we should get along. Liam was unconvinced. Don't forget, in families like ours, sibling affection exists, but it's rare. Besides, she and I were never close growing up. I knew what he meant. He was jealous of Olivia's capabilities. When they were younger, Olivia was groomed to be the family heir, but she had a bad relationship and was sent abroad. By the time she returned, everything had changed. Liam had taken everything. She had to claw her way up the corporate ladder on her own. Liam was getting more and more nervous, afraid Olivia would steal his position. After all, she was undeniably competent, especially now that he saw how close we were. I patted his arm. Don't worry, me and Olivia. It's impossible. He relaxed, but he didn't know my next thought was, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Nothing is set in stone. When interests align, we can bury the hatchet. But Liam never understood. Just then, I saw Maya's car at the intersection ahead, seemingly having some trouble. I raised an eyebrow. Liam pulled over immediately and ran to her side. I don't know what they said, but Maya tugged on his sleeve, and Liam's face softened with a tenderness I had never seen. Of course, he had never shown me any affection either. After a moment, Maya saw me approaching. Sorry, Ms. Miller. My car broke down. You don't mind giving me a ride, do you? Actually, I do. My words stunned her. Liam walked over. Are you just going to leave her here alone? Ava, have you no compassion? You misunderstand. I meant you can stay here with her. I'll take your car. That way, you won't have to worry. Liam was momentarily stunned, and Maya's face fell. I got out of the car and walked to the driver's side. Liam, you just wait with her. I have things to do, so I'm heading back. Liam started to say something, but Maya quickly interjected. Liam, let's just take a look. The tow truck will be here soon anyway. Fine. I'll wait with her. You go home. Okay. If you're not busy today, spend some more time with her. With that, I floored it and sped off. That jerk. He left me stranded on the side of the road last time. Now it's his turn to wait. The tow truck won't get here for at least 40 minutes. The Miller estate is in the suburbs, in the middle of nowhere. Maya must be thrilled right now. She finally gets to spend some private time with Liam. But she doesn't know that I gave her this opportunity on purpose. 2 hours later, a story broke online. Liam Miller, married man, caught cheating, kissing Maya Chen in a car. The video was crystal clear. The internet exploded. My mother-in-law was so angry she fainted and was rushed to the hospital. When I got the call, I went straight there. Liam rushed in. His father saw him and slapped him hard across the face. You animal. I told you to stay out of trouble. Were you that desperate? On a public road, and you got caught on camera. What were you thinking? Liam's face was ashen. I added fuel to the fire. Liam, I just helped you bury that last photo, and you're already in trouble again. What is wrong with you? My father-in-law's eyes widened. What did you say? Dad, please don't be angry. It was on our anniversary night. He went to see Maya and was photographed by a paparazzi. My father-in-law nearly fainted from anger. Liam, do you have to keep embarrassing us like this? Do you have any idea how many people in the family are watching you? Liam finally realized how serious the situation was. A crowd of reporters had gathered at the end of the hallway. I stepped forward. I'll handle this. I led the reporters to a break room for an interview. Half an hour later, they came out, looking at Liam with disdain. I smirked. After they left, I found Liam smoking in the stairwell and stubbed out his cigarette. Watch it. This is a hospital, and I took care of it this time. Next time, I hope you remember who you are. Liam stared at me. You did this, didn't you? How did reporters just happen to be here? Liam, even if I were that unreasonable, I wouldn't air our dirty laundry in public like this. And how could I have predicted that her car would break down? If you want a divorce, I can give you one. Just stop being so disgusting. With that, I left. Liam sighed and watched my retreating back. Speechless. He was right. I was the one who called the reporters. The media company had to be put to good use. This was just the appetizer. This incident was a huge blow to Liam. He hadn't expected the tabloids to leave him alone but turn all their fire on Maya, calling her a homewrecker and a shameless mistress. They even brought up how she had brazenly danced with him on our anniversary. Maya cried and threatened suicide in her apartment, claiming she was depressed. Liam was spread thin, trying to comfort his mother, deal with Maya, and face me. I, on the other hand, was busy with work. Every time Liam tried to talk to me, I would use work as an excuse and brush him off. Eventually, he got the hint. A month later, the influencers I had been promoting all successfully transitioned into acting in a short series. Within 24 hours of its release, it had generated $300 million in sales for me. This achievement made headlines. Everyone was saying that what I lost in love, I gained in my career. Olivia gave me a thumb up. I have to say, your plan was brilliant. How did you know Maya would show up? I held up my phone. She wants to compete with me in everything. She's convinced that her childhood connection trumps all. I just had to show her that even with a decade of history, Liam didn't choose her in the first place. She had already lost. Forget that the one who isn't loved is the third wheel nonsense. I'm the legally recognized wife. Olivia was impressed. You're amazing. What's your next move? Looks like Liam is having a change of heart. Are you going to take him back? I rolled my eyes. No way. And you? Are you almost ready on your end? Olivia smiled. As soon as you make your move, I'll follow. Let Liam keep dreaming. We exchanged a smile. Under my management, the media company had skyrocketed in a short time. By the time Liam noticed, it was too late to stop it. And he had already agreed to give me the company. It was in my name. Just as Maya was busy playing the victim card, I brought up the divorce. Liam was stunned. Ava, you want to divorce me? Just because I kissed her? Kissed her. You two slept together, didn't you? No. Liam was getting desperate. I was starting to lose respect for him. If he had just admitted it, I would have respected him for being a man. But now, I just shook my head. Liam, every time you come home to me, you smell faintly of gardenias. I hate gardenias. And Maya likes to use that brand of body wash. You showered at her place. I'd like to ask, under what circumstances would you shower at Maya's and then come home? At my words, Liam's face changed. You don't need to explain. Maya already sent me the proof. She's not good at much, but she's exceptionally stupid. Maya was stupid enough to think she could use these tricks to drive me crazy and make me leave. Instead, she just handed me evidence. The divorce papers are right here. You can either sign them, or we can go to court. But if this gets out, I doubt your life will be easy. Liam finally realized I was serious. He got angry, grabbed the papers, and tore them to shreds. You wish. A divorce is absolutely out of the question. He turned and slammed the door. I watched his back and said calmly, Liam, it's no use. I used to care too much about you. Every time I saw you with that woman, I would lose my mind and fight with you. Even your own employees dared to gossip about me to my face. But then I realized, if you can't hold on to sand, you might as well let it go. Even if I still had feelings for you. If you don't like me, I don't want to force it. I'm really tired. So, let's just stop torturing each other. Sign the papers. It's for the best. For both of us. Liam paused for a moment, but still left. I sighed. This was going to be difficult. If he wouldn't agree, I would have to take him to court. I didn't want to wait that long. I had no choice but to go through Maya. I hoped she wouldn't disappoint me. Maya was admitted to the hospital after a suicide attempt. She tried to contact Liam, but he refused to see her. When I arrived at her room, I could hear her screaming hysterically. You think you can just pay me off? No way. I'm telling you. Liam and I grew up together. Make him come and see me. He's not coming. Don't waste your energy. Mr. Miller won't be coming. This is from him. You can either take it, or you can go back abroad. Maya broke down. No. It must be that bitch Ava. Just then, I knocked on the door. May I come in? When she saw me, she was furious. What are you doing here? I came to talk to you. Assistant Chin. You can leave. I'll talk to her. Assistant Chin nodded and left. Maya looked at me sourly. You don't need to talk to me. I'm not leaving Liam. I'm not here to convince you to break up. I'm here to convince you to go see Liam. Go after him boldly. Why? Are you being that kind? Because I want to divorce him. But he won't agree. Believe it or not. I gave him the papers, and he tore them up. I walked over and sat down. Maya, you and I have been fighting for 3 years. I'm tired. It's your turn now. Use this public opinion. Show me what you're made of. Honestly, I'm not interested in a man like Liam. If you can handle him, I'll back off and never see him again. Really. Cross my heart. I'm all about efficiency. I'll give you 3 days. If Liam doesn't sign in 3 days, I'll find someone else. With that, I got up to leave. You won't disappoint me, will you? After all this time, you're the only one who can really get Liam's attention. Hearing this, Maya's lips curved into a triumphant smile. Don't worry. I'll make sure Liam can't live without me. I nodded and left. Liam was in a mess. At the company, Olivia was relentlessly attacking him, taking over his projects one by one. On my end, I had Maya pressuring him to sign the divorce papers. And on top of that, he was being hounded by reporters and netizens. He couldn't take it anymore. 3 days later, he gave in. We went to the city hall early in the morning. Liam's eyes were red and he looked gaunt. He looked at me. Ava, is there really no chance for us? No. Liam, in the 3 years of our marriage, I did everything a wife should do. You were the one who cheated. I have a thing about cleanliness. Liam, you're dirty. I don't want you anymore. Tears welled up in Liam's eyes. He signed the papers and we finalized the divorce. As we walked out, he suddenly started crying loudly. I had never seen him like this. I wanted to comfort him, but then I thought better of it. After the divorce, I quickly divided our assets and completely separated the media company from the Miller enterprise. Olivia also made her move, blaming Liam's misconduct for the company's bad press. She called a board meeting and had him kicked out. When Liam saw what was happening, he finally realized it was all our plan. He came to the company to find me. Ava, this was all your trap, wasn't it? I laughed. What trap did I set? Did I push you into her bed? Or did I force your head down to kiss her? Liam, you have no boundaries. If you liked her, you should have married her. Why did you agree to an arranged marriage with me? You not only ruined Maya's life, you ruined mine too. But at least I cut my losses in time. Liam stared at me, gritting his teeth. No, you still love me. I don't believe it. I looked at him with a hint of disdain. I used to, but now, I'm rich and young. I can have anyone I want. Why would I want you? I clapped my hands and had security drag him out. Later, I found out Maya was pregnant. She used the baby to threaten Liam, saying she would expose him otherwise. If she was going down, she was taking him with her. Liam's parents, though angry with him for choosing Maya, couldn't disown their own son. They had to sacrifice me, but they never expected that I already knew everything and had quickly divided our assets. Now that I was divorced, they finally saw how ruthless my revenge could be. I teamed up with Olivia to kick Liam out of his position of power and took half of his assets. I took the most profitable project from the Miller family. Only then did Liam realize how much I truly hated him. Hated him enough to want to see him completely ruined. The Miller family had no choice but to accept Maya. The media caught wind of it, and everyone was saying Maya had forced her way into a wealthy family by threatening suicide. And now she was trying to use her pregnancy to secure her position. But little did she know, Liam now regretted everything. His white moonlight had become a mosquito bite. He found Maya more and more disgusting. He didn't even give her a wedding, just promised to marry her if she gave birth to a son, to secure her wealthy life. Maya tormented Liam every day. Since he was kicked out of the family company and had nothing else to do, he was stuck with her. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Now that there was no absence, the fondness was gone too. To make matters worse, Liam kept trying to see me, which made Maya insanely jealous. She cornered him, demanding an explanation. They started arguing on the street. Liam, in a fit of rage, pushed her. She fell backward, tumbled down a flight of stairs, and lost the 3-month-old baby. Maya had a breakdown. Because of a specific medical condition, she could never have children again after this loss. The blow was too much. She grabbed a knife and stabbed him. Liam was seriously injured. Just as my short series reached its peak popularity, I received a call from Liam's mother. She said he was in critical condition and wanted to see me. I wanted to refuse, but I thought about it and went anyway. Liam was lying in a hospital bed, a bandage on his chest, his breathing shallow. When he saw me, his eyes lit up. Ava, you came to see me? I nodded. I came to see if a person like you got what you deserved. My words stunned him. Then he seemed to realize something and gave a bitter smile. Yes, you hate me. I do hate you. But now that I think about it, you're not even worth my hatred. You've been out of my heart for a long time. Every time you trampled on my dignity, I would think, what kind of scumbag did I fall in love with? Does this person have any shame? You married me but didn't cherish me. What was there for me to sacrifice for you? You never thought that I would tolerate you for 3 years. But now, I finally found my chance. Liam, never mess with a woman. With that, I turned to leave. His mother was waiting outside, her face grim. Ava, our family has wronged you. I nodded. You did. Liam is your son. You tolerated Maya time and time again for his sake. I don't believe the Chin family had no contact with you while they were abroad. Anyway, I won't say more. Just don't call me again. I won't be answering. His mother's face went through a spectrum of colors. She was embarrassed. I just smiled. Don't think you can walk all over the Miller family. I could tolerate Liam, but that didn't mean I would tolerate all of them. Everything settled down. Liam survived the surgery. He immediately sued Maya. They were now in a messy legal battle. Another dramatic plot twist for the internet to feast on. Seeing all this, I found it a bit amusing. He probably never thought he would end up in such a bitter fight with Maya. But no matter what, it had nothing to do with me anymore. The rest of my life will be peaceful. Goodbye forever.